Hi guys,
Hello, people.
I'm Milena,
I'm Lola.
and we're watching Cowboy Bebop.
15.
Yes,
Episode 15.
My Funny Valentine.
I'm choosing to believe that this episode is about Faye.
Because we're seeing Faye.
Yes, and like maybe
Faye.
an ex. And that maybe means we are getting a backstory. There's someone that betrayed her. Which is why she doesn't trust people. Which is why she leaves. There's a man. I don't know who this man is.
Gray, white-haired dude.
Blonde.
Is that blonde?
I would call this a dirty blonde.
Okay. Dirty blonde hair man in the picture, and she's holding him like this.
By the collar.
Yes. So he betrayed her, basically.
Let's make our whole story before we even play this.
But that's our thing with this show. What do you mean?
I love the show. You don't understand I love the show.
Me too. I am immediately so happy now that we are watching this. And again, with the shows like this, I love watching it once a week, just like Frida. To have it for a longer time, you know?
Literally. It like comes... It puts me in a good mood and then it leaves for the next week.
Like we always watch it at the end of the day. We finish a day on a perfect note every single time, in a good mood.
Exactly.
So what do you need more? But now you said that like it's Faye's episode, so if it's not, I'm gonna be a bit disappointed. Maybe not, because this show does not disappoint. But I really want Faye's episode.
Me too, and
I want both Chuck's, Edward. Is it Edward or Chuck? Edward. I want Ed's episode and I want Faye's episode, but like I right now like Faye a bit more because she's fun, you know.
Yes.
So I want Faye's episode.
I think that episode is coming first. And I, because of the picture, feel that this is the episode.
But like you
now
said
when there is just some random criminal.
You said it so confidently that you literally convinced me. No.
But like that's always the problem with our like interactions, is that like I can just say something and like I'm not that like invested whether like what I'm saying is the truth or not. But so because invested. I say it, then like it's like I convinced you. Yes. And then you're let down.
Exactly. That is the problem. I could be let down now. You know what I mean?
And I'm like, potentially.
No, you didn't say it potentially. You literally said, I think this is going to be the Faye's episode.
Well, I think means potentially. Thinking potentially, like, potentially this is going to be Faye's episode. I think this is going to be Faye's episode.
Yeah, but like, this is like your opinion and I respect
this. Can all be my opinion.
I respect your opinion.
Oh, yeah, sure. This. So it's all my fault.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, so why did it Faye's episode? Why did you not say in another one?
What do you mean another one?
You said this one and another one. Did you not say that?
No, it probably said like it's maybe another one, like maybe another.
Oh, okay.
Not this episode, but like we're gonna have a Faye episode. Okay, so like maybe it's gonna be another episode.
Okay, I imagine now 2 episodes.
The fuck do you take me for? Like, what is the guy that like can see the future? Or like, what is the name? Babawanka.
Yes.
Am I that?
Yes. I was like, did you get spoiled? So you're like, this and the next one, Faye's episodes.
That one's actually it, like 2 episodes. There's no way for me to justify myself.
Yes.
I'm gonna just have to
accept. But like, if that's the thing that you got spoiled, why not just admit it? You know what I mean?
I will never admit to it. I have done this for years. I will never admit to it. Before you come to my house, I watch the episodes we're gonna watch. Yeah. Because it's so fun to sit here and be like, I know what's gonna happen, and not annoying at all.
So you do your homework before?
Of course, I prepare. So then I give you a world-class review afterwards.
If this is the best that you can come up with.
See what I mean? Like that is the hole in the theory of us getting spoiled beforehand, because wouldn't I have come up with a better review afterwards? You know what I mean?
So
let's play, guys.
Let's see if Lola got spoiled or not.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Black Dog Serenade.
Doesn't sound like Faye's episode.
Who's Black Dog? I mean, they said like that the jet is like a dog. When he bites, doesn't let go, but Black Dog.
I have my move for this song.
Let's jam. I love when he goes 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
your favorite part.
Yes.
My favorite part of this.
Let's make a choreography.
And let's make... Oh, it's such a good plan.
Do the Macarena.
See, but like I don't have rhythm.
You really don't have rhythm.
I was like this, and you were already just here.
I love the logo of Cowboy Bebop. It's so good. Is this the eye? No. What?
I thought this was Faye. This is not Faye,
What
right?
the fuck is this? What if that was not even Faye in the picture?
It was purple hair.
Well, someone else can have purple hair. What the fuck is happening?
Fishes.
Who was that?
Is somebody sleeping with the fishes?
She lived on Earth. She ate even the mold. A man who cons women. Him and Faye work together until he conned her.
You've got to be kidding!
Was that a nightmare, my girl?
But the dog licks her.
The dog
hand.
loves her.
The dog loves her even though she's sometimes mean to him and is not eating his food and things like that.
I've been trying to figure out who it is you remind me of.
Who is it?
Now I know. It's that guy with the thin eyebrow. Whitney Haggis Matsumoto. I wonder why I suddenly thought of him out of the blue like that. Do you want to know a secret about my past?
Yes!
Do you?
Yes! Yes! Lola got spoiled.
I didn't want to say it, but cat's out of the bag now. What the fuck was that? That is her. It's like the Fifth Element when she got made.
Are you right?
Miss Manley, does she look like an old woman to you? Successfully unfrozen?
I believe so, Doctor.
Unfrozen.
Sleeping? Like frozen?
Who froze her?
You're healing beautifully. No one's left, and the cells are dividing quite nicely. So you only have one problem left, and you know what that is, huh? Coming up with 30 million moulags for the basic operation, in addition to 54 years of interest payments.
The total is 300,028,000 oolongs.
Right. Make that amount, you'll be free, you understand?
This place. Where is it? Where am I? She is not acting, Doctor.
What?
Whitney Haggis Matsumoto, your lawyer. Toga's insurance company brought me in on the case.
I think you're the woman's scammer.
Miss Faye Valentine.
Valentine?
Is that really my name?
We need to know about your memory.
Robot, that's a cellular phone. So I remember everything, really.
That's a cellular
Everything.
phone?
That's what I want to say. Do you remember your life? It's like you were
And
severed.
according to well, in a sense, you still are 20. You were involved in a serious accident.
Fine, you can see that. I don't have a scratch. Then, what do you mean?
When?
The accident
50
was
something?
54
Yeah,
years ago.
54 years.
You were put into a cold sleep, in other words, cryogenically preserved. Until now, technology has finally advanced to a point where you could be fully cured and reawakened. You might say you're a modern version of Sleeping Beauty.
You're kidding me.
The year is 2068. This is not a monitor. It's a washing machine. This isn't a hot water pot. It's a face cleaner.
You
I thought it was a
believe
toothbrush.
a lot of rubbish like that? What kind of accident? I need to know.
She's from our age.
Of all, like, I couldn't have predicted this story.
This is
Like,
not at
this
all.
is
And all because, what is our dog's name? Ain reminds her of him.
Yes.
Ain.
Hey, he doesn't remind me a bit.
Sure, the resemblance is uncanny.
Wait, come back here!
My girl, this is so unsafe.
I don't think you should run on this road.
Oh, here he comes. Look how much money he earns to be able to drive such a car.
Stay away from me!
What do you get by running away?
I can't pay 300 million. It's not fair to revive me and then expect me to pay all that money. What are you gonna do?
That's the debt that she got into debt with the mafia boss over.
I'll do everything I can to help you.
Don't trust
And
you one
know
bit.
Someday your memory might come back to you. If you hang in there, you might meet someone wonderful.
A liar.
She's gonna trust him. And then he's gonna
And
betray
now
her
she
and
doesn't
she's
trust
gonna
people.
be all alone.
What's this?
That was her lesson.
It's an ID. If you should die or if you forget yourself,
Sometimes I think, oh yes, I moved to their old
She's so cute.
Yes.
baby.
The thing is, he has the type of face that I would trust, honestly.
Yeah.
I would fall for a trap.
And you don't even have an option. There's no one else in this world that you know.
The prettiest girl.
What's that?
Collection agents. The insurance company got impatient. You better jump out and run.
What about you?
I'll meet you at the medical clinic. A prince has to protect Sleeping Beauty.
No. No, I don't think that's what happened.
We just went through all of his paperwork. His instructions were to transfer all of his assets to you. You give us a thumbprint here, everything he owns will be yours.
Oh, he really did care.
No, everything he owns is debts.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. The debts. It transfers onto her. He is the one that's scamming the women.
Why are all the numbers there in red?
Those are all his debts, but they say debt is an asset.
His debts? You have got to be kidding!
Yes.
Let's murder him.
Yes, let's murder them.
Stupid.
Let's murder him.
If you think about it, he risked his life to save me.
My girl, that's
Sure.
not your problem.
His
He's
debt.
she's gonna be pissed when she's easily alive.
Really, what?
Did he
How
hear all
long were
that?
you in there listening, Spike?
Too long. Your story needs editing.
I love them.
I'm sure that guy's crying in the next world, since he ran off without paying his debt.
Remember, I'm a lot older than you.
The past is always changing. Last time you said you were a gypsy. Maybe you made this story up too.
I just don't know the whole truth, all right?
Guy has a rep as a Don Juan. He's really just a cheap confidence man.
It is him.
Shit is on the job.
Whitney, Haggis, Matsumoto.
Long time no see.
He would be.
She knows him, but why does
I
she
would
have to
push
tell
him out of the airlock.
You've been living very well, Mr. Lawyer.
Why? Because I'm a little plump. Isn't that biased?
I want a full explanation.
What do you mean?
Well, I just had a fat implant. It was right after the accident. They squeezed it in through the armpit with a plastic.
Not that!
It's been over 3 years. You look healthy.
3 years.
Thanks a lot.
I wanted to start all over. Start from scratch.
Well, if you're creating a new identity, then you wouldn't have new deaths, no?
Well, you became a bounty hunter. I'd say it was destiny. I had no
Yeah.
choice. The doctor was protecting me. I owed too much, and now he's
Oh,
dead.
okay. The doctor was on.
Maybe I should have just let him come and arrest me. I couldn't ask for more than to have you hand me over to the police.
What a manipulator.
You're afraid she might let him escape or something.
Well, she'd have to have a heart to do that.
Don't be fooled if she acts tough. Babes like her are the first ones that go soft when it comes to an old boyfriend.
Is that right?
Not because of that.
We're
They don't work on that reason.
visitors?
Miss Natalie, prepare for rendezvous.
Yes, Doctor.
Uh-huh. My girl knows this is a
Glad I got to
trap.
see you one last time.
Shut the fuck up.
It's all right. You don't have to do this for me. It's too risky.
He's trying to get out.
She's helping him.
They're idiots. They're dumbasses.
Stand back! We're leaving!
I like that they're actually stopping.
Jet caught him. It's his reward, Faye.
I have some history to work out with this guy, so I claim first rights to him and to the bounty that's on his head.
Is it just me, or did that not make any sense?
Just like I
What are you gonna do with me?
I want to know the truth.
Uh,
Tell me, who am I? Tell me where the lies end and the truth begins.
Literally, how can you believe anything?
What are you doing?
Spike! She has unfinished business.
I love them shooting at each other.
Literally ridiculous. If anyone dies out of two of them, it's the other one killing them. Bombs. Casually.
They literally dropped bombs at each other.
Maybe he thinks she's gonna kill him and he doesn't want that on her soul. And so he came.
are you sure you really want to know? It's
Yes.
going to be hard to swallow.
It's gonna be like you were a nobody. Just random. A random girl that they took.
My past, my future, these are questions every human asks at least once in their life.
The doctor?
Doctor, yeah, we saw him on a ship.
After a certain age,
I've heard that voice before.
Yeah, the doctor and a woman.
Doctor from the cryo clinic?
Sure seems that way.
You told me that doctor was dead.
Not dead. I mean, not completely.
well, cryogenically preserved in our labs.
What about my past? Who in the world am I?
Actually, I gave you the name Valentine. All the other data on you was lost when the Astrogate exploded. so no one knows who you are or why you were put in a cryogenic state.
Is this guy a doctor or a cop?
Pilot of Patrol Ship 118, you're in a vehicle which is...
Doctor, this is not good. We're going to be apprehended here.
No, it's very unfortunate, but we better cut our losses and make tracks.
Wait
Ha ha ha
a
ha.
minute, Uncle.
Bye bye. Uncle.
Uncle.
I'll take my bounty right here and now.
Ah, that's better.
Is this real?
Good riddance. What a fitting payback for all the sleazy lies you told me.
Can you give him back his debt?
Well, there is one part that's true. That I fell in love with you while you were sleeping.
Oh, no, I'm lying. It's just another lie, you know.
Are we gonna... We got bounty?
I cannot. This is the first time.
This
I
is...
got
I am shocked.
You were jealous. I'm still in the dark. I may never know anything about my past.
Doesn't really matter, does it?
Easy for you to say. At least you have a past.
And you have a future. That's what counts.
What's this?
It's your share of the bounty. The big 19,800 reward.
That's nothing.
You're kidding.
That's nothing.
The smallest of the small fries.
That's what he is worth. That is true.
Was it 9,800? Kind of put an extra zero in there.
You kind of put an extra zero in there.
You put an extra zero in there?
Like it was less, and he just.
It was 1,000.
It was nothing. It was $1.
He made it 10.
He can't afford to make it anymore.
He did it for Faye. It was.
Yes. I can just say that this is not at all.
What you expected?
No.
Honestly, I somehow of all the storylines that she could have
Yeah.
gotten, her being frozen.
Yes, but like it ties back into this like overarching theme again that we constantly have about Earth.
Yeah.
And like everything that happened on Earth and the gates exploding and everything. It's like it's information that we don't know fully, like how this happened. How did it come to this? Like Earth is, I mean, it's inhabitable, but like it's awful
toxic.
conditions. Yeah, like it's not livable.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
Not
There
any
was
normal life.
Yeah, like there was a gate explosion, and like because of that, all Faye can also not know
God.
what exactly happened.
Can
to
you even
her.
imagine that?
No, no, I
Honestly.
can't. And it happened 54 years ago
54
when the gate exploded.
Yes,
That's when
and
the gate
like
exploded.
she. I mean, we found out in this episode, but like we know that like she does not know who she is, and she does not know why she was frozen. Like, God knows who she was 50 years ago. What was the point of her being frozen?
Yeah.
You know, like, and she may never find out.
Yeah, I have no idea. Again, because like they keep mentioning these things in connection to the gate explosion.
Yeah.
And I think everything around it, because we had in the previous or the second, I think maybe previous episode that we watched, was the whole storyline of the chess master, you know, who made these gates, and like there was problems with it,
Yes,
remember?
yes.
And like that's why he built this whole thing, because you know people just, the corporation did not care. And I'm sure a lot of people ended up dead because of the corporations that did not care. And so like you can imagine the whole explosion of the gates as well, like was their fault. I just think there's like, again, there's a constant theme going back to the gate explosion.
Yeah.
You know, and going back to Earth and everything that happened on Earth.
We just don't know yet.
We don't know. We don't
whole
like
story.
But again, I think that's what the show does. It gives you very background information about the world that we're in.
I mean, but through the characters.
Through the characters, yeah. Like it never focuses too much
No,
on like this is
no.
exactly how this planet looks. Like I remember the look of, was it Saturn or whatever? Like when we commented on the fact that like there's like, looks like there's people in the clouds that are
Richer,
poisoning the
yeah.
air of
Yeah,
the people living
yeah.
below. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, I think there's a lot of political subjects that this show tackles, and I think they tackle it like so well.
But
like just the fact that she's in debt because of like medical bills.
Yeah.
You know, and that like somehow also her debt, like someone else's debt gets transferred onto her is very prevalent subject that the show always tackles. And like it's one of the things that like can't believe it came out 30 years ago. You know, when like all of these things are still
like nothing
common.
has changed.
Nothing
I mean,
has
like
changed.
you can see
things get worse.
Yes.
Like they're talking about the insurance companies, you know,
Yeah.
like they're hunting you down for you to pay out.
Yeah,
like,
that's literally what they talked about here.
Literally, like that's it. Nothing has changed in the past 30 years since the show came out, and so like that's one of the aspects of the show that I really enjoy. And so like I want to learn more about the destruction of Earth, because again I think it's gonna be like some type of like political thing, you know, like
Potentially,
the rich get richer,
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah, I mean
That
the
type of
whole
plot.
the whole show is political. You can see the in every story, in every episode they tell us one story, you know.
Yeah.
They tell us something that we can connect in real life.
Yeah, very
in our
easily.
world, very easily, yes. So like yes, I agree, definitely we're gonna find out that by the end of the show.
Yeah. And so Faye's storyline, I don't know if she can never figure out who she is.
I
Like
don't think will.
she's literally like severed. Like she knows
Basically,
things.
literally.
She knows things as in like, you know, there's Earth, Mars,
Yes,
like things
but,
like
like,
that.
I
But like she
would-
doesn't know anything about herself
I
personally.
agree, and I don't think we're gonna find out, even though I am of course very curious and
Yeah.
would love to find out. How would you be able to? Who were you?
I want to play it as well, but
Yeah.
like maybe now is
that's
not the
fine.
time.
Like who were you in the past
Yes.
to be able to afford?
Helena Egan. It all comes back.
So Severance was actually influenced by this.
I can believe that completely. You
I-
heard it here first, folks.
Exactly, because like what we know is that it was influenced by Black Mirror.
Hmm?
It was influenced by Black Mirror.
Black Mirror was influenced by this?
No. Severance was influenced by Black Mirror.
really?
I don't know which part or what, but like
yeah.
yeah, but like the writer
Fun.
found influence. Now when I'm all bullshitting, but like that's what I read last night basically.
I can
a few
believe
days ago.
that, and then I can believe that it's also,
Also influenced by
Cowboy
this.
Bebop.
Yes.
I'm gonna Google
Because
this.
when you think about it, really, who was she to be
Right.
able to do something like this when like the disaster on Earth is
I don't think
happening?
they're gonna do that to...
But
I'm sorry, Eren and Mikasa came on screen. I feel...
older version of them. I don't know if it would be worse to see younger version of them.
It would be.
Yeah.
It would be. I would be here sobbing. But it's good. Let's continue. I don't think that like she can just be like a regular girl unless like there was like she either comes from like an important family or someone else
Especially-
was interested in her or something.
I
to
think
like...
no. I think probably some important or rich or privileged or any type of way. Just because again, if it is political, how the world has ended,
Yeah.
you know, then I don't think anybody can do something like this. Could have done something like this, even though she woke up with that. She could not predict that part.
Yeah. I really don't know. I really don't know what happened there.
Yeah.
I mean, she knows even less, but like,
Yeah.
again, I think everything now explains why she is the way that she is. I think it...
I mean, first she's been
like
alive
she
for
woke
3
up
years. Let
by
me just
people
tell you
trying
that.
to exploit her immediately,
yes.
and this guy that like
Pretended
earned
to
her
love
trust.
yeah, like
Immediately betraying her. You would not trust anyone, and she has been like awake for 3 years. You know what I mean? Like this is
but
all
like she didn't even
still
know
pretty
that
fresh.
she didn't even know exactly what happened with the guy because guy technically died. Let's say, you know what I mean? So like even now finding out that like immediately when she woke up she was scammed again.
Yeah,
You know, God.
it's like another blow.
Yeah.
Like to believe that she should not trust anyone.
Yeah.
But I love the line. First, I just deeply love her and Spike's relationship. I love the way they constantly like bicker back and forth. But then he's gonna say something very sweet that I think, again, talks also about how much he is damaged, because he's like, I only have the past, but you have the future.
Yeah.
You know, he's so stuck in his past.
Yeah.
Like he's not living anywhere near the present or the future. He is just like
I'm
a
really
walking dead.
I'm really wondering where his story is gonna end, and is it gonna end on any kind of hopeful note? Because like I honestly have no idea at this point, because it can end very negatively, you know, with him dying or something, or it can end very positively where he could potentially see that like he does have future, or he could have future, and he could trust these people. you know.
I
even
would
though
hope so.
even though he trusts them, even whatever he says, you know, like he does not mean those things.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And so
Burjat is quite completely the opposite of him.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
He reads through them like this.
Yeah, like her
basically.
tough exterior, but then he is also
Yes.
like, he is ridiculous
I
because like he is, how do they explain this to you? He is like a well-meaningful member of the patriarchy. Does that
Yeah,
make sense?
yeah, I agree.
Like I think he is very sweet and he is
Yeah.
very nice. And I think he is very like in touch with his emotions. Like
I agree.
that's women, like they're unreasonable, but like
Yeah.
he doesn't, you know, I'm not gonna get offended
No,
at any
me
point by that because like he's just like somehow,
because he is nice and
you know, like he
cares.
believes like I'm gonna be the protector, the provider, and everything.
Yeah.
That's just how he how he
Yes,
believes the world
I
works.
agree.
And so like
But he- yeah,
that's somehow funny to me with him, you know. But like he understands. He really I think understands.
Exactly. Even though I disagree with many comments that he makes, you know, but at the same time, I think whatever he says it from a heart somehow, you know, and I think he deeply cares about all three of them right now.
Yeah.
I mean, 4 with an ain, you know.
Dog.
Exactly. So like that is so like I feel so much more towards him. You know.
Yeah, me
Just
too.
the fact that like he added another 0, you know,
To a pitiful prize.
to give to Faye. You
But
know.
like I mean, Spike was right when he said the smallest of small fish. Like
Yes,
that's how
yes,
unimportant he is. What a
yes.
pathetic small man. The smallest man who ever lived. I really loved what we learned about Faye. Again, we know nothing about Faye because Faye knows nothing
Faye,
about Faye.
we just not.
Faye
Yes.
knows nothing. She just
But
woke
we know
up,
that like she's been alive basically for 3 years,
literally,
and that's the
all she
whole
knows.
thing that she knows.
And in that time, it was betrayal,
And
Debt.
skipping death and depth, and things like
And
that.
so, of course, she has this exterior.
And of course, she has trust issues.
Yeah,
Because everybody tried to scam her before,
yeah.
you know, so.
Not our guys. Our guys have no money. And she has no money as well. There's nothing to be scammed.
But they're together in it.
Yes, they're together to be broke.
Yes.
And I love that.
So maybe she was Helena Egan before, but now she's Heliar.
Exactly. Yes. Sure, that works.
It does work.
That works. Again, I absolutely love the way that the show keeps giving us information.
Yeah.
Like, I love that this episode was about her. I hope that we learn a bit more with learning what happened to to Earth, what happened to the gates, how everything transpired.
I think we could learn more even in episode, if we get the Ed's episode as well, because she was on Earth so much, you know.
Yes.
I mean, she lived on Earth. So like I think that, I think we're definitely gonna get the episode with Ed as well, you know.
Yeah.
So like I think at that point we can learn more, but like I think about all our characters, we're gonna continue learning about them.
Yeah.
Through each and every episode, who they are as humans.
Yeah.
Like no matter what their past was,
Yeah.
you know. But
And
like,
again, I love that is like at the forefront, and then in the background, you just need to pay attention to like the world building and how the world works. But again, that takes a back seat because like
which is my favorite
characters
thing.
are king.
Yeah. I mean, I love to see all the politics and everything in the
Me
show.
too, but like again, it connects to our characters.
Which
It
is
connects
most
to what they go
important for me,
through,
yeah.
you know. And so like then it's the best way I think to showcase anything that you're trying to like talk about. And so I really
no words for this show. Honestly,
like a
this show is
shocking
one of the
show.
biggest surprises for me.
literally what
Really
a shocking
one of the
show.
biggest surprises.
Like I have nothing. I really didn't expect it.
No.
I did. I hoped
I
it was
am
gonna be
even
fun.
even now shocked.
Yeah, like
Whenever we
literally.
watch an episode.
Every time I try like when we filmed the outro, I'm like, this is such a good show.
Yes.
Like I just continues to get surprised.
And I'm constantly like, and this has been filmed made 30 years ago.
30 years ago. Ahead of its fucking time, honestly.
Yeah.
Perfect episode.
Okay, guys.
Perfect.
Thank you so much for watching. This
We'll
was
see you
perfect.
soon.
We'll see you. Bye.